There's a place where you could click on Jamal, and the
Just
first
some
thing that
random
pops up is
guy.
Jamal Roberts. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
so weird. And yeah, I guess I just skipped over Jamal because the video game episode there was timestamps. Jamal's didn't have one. Then I go back to Sean's episode and he has timestamps.
Does our first episode have timestamps?
Let me check. It does not.
Damn. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Ribs Podcast. That's sad news, unfortunately.
Where we'll see if we have timestamps for this episode or not.
That's the goal for this episode, not the fact that we have Justin finally on the podcast.
Yes, welcome Justin.
That's
The
where
one
I'm
and
at.
only.
I'm
the one
finally
who's
here.
been name dropped, mentioned, and referenced over multiple episodes.
Time and time again.
Yeah, so here he is. Justin, introduce yourself to our adoring fans.
Well, I think you already did it for me. But I guess a brief intro for the Texas State crew that probably doesn't know me too well. I've known Isaiah at least since the 4th grade. And we kind of fell off in middle school because we went to different ones. Re-met in high school and have since then kept in close contact. And I've been slowly being introduced to the Texas State crew, and now I'm here.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah,
you guys
and
had you guys took a little relationship break in middle school, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Times got tough. You know how it is. Young love.
We needed it because this dude was like always talking about Kirby and Garfield, and he had a mile-wide smile that would not go away, and so it kind of freaked me out. But after a few years of a break, I got used to it.
You fell in love with it too, didn't you?
I wouldn't go that far. I would just say part of his charm.
Aww.
Something like that.
That's what Isaiah finds in a woman. Take notes, everyone. And speaking of notes, Justin, do you have notes for us from our last game episode?
Well, so I guess I can introduce today's topic then. This is part 2 of the video game episode.
Yay! We love video games. Minecraft.
And
Too much.
I was given homework apparently when I watched that episode to come up with some corrections and other ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. If you want this intro bit to just be like me popping in saying specific things,
let's just get straight into it. Let's
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, let's
see what you got.
Yeah,
What are your tidbits, your little your nitpicks?
Yeah, we're not gonna hold any.
Okay.
We're not gonna bear any feelings towards you, unless it's negative.
Just be.
I will.
Oh yeah, I will too. I was lying.
Me when I lie.
So these are the bullets from when I took it, like when I watched the episode. So I guess bear with me on a little bit of the context. We're talking about we're debating on who directed Galaxy. I don't remember who
Oh,
ended up saying.
I think
you said it was Miyamoto.
You know what? I think I did. Was I wrong?
Miyamoto is the creator of Mario, but he's not the director of Galaxy. He just kind of oversees various Mario projects. The guy who did it is actually a man with the last name Koizumi.
Oh, like the fish.
He did. He's the director behind both the Galaxy games, and he also went on to do Odyssey and now DK Bonanza.
That's the new game, right?
Okay.
That came out. The new DK game.
Yeah, coming out here in like a couple weeks.
Nice. Okay.
From now?
We weren't specific enough for a certain audience / person. That's the problem.
My bad.
But we weren't completely wrong with the guy we said. I forgot his name.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I was completely wrong about any of the information, but I was probably half wrong on some of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, then I had a slight clarification on Miyamoto because he's like the overseer of the franchise. He did have his corporate rough patch in the 2010s with the new Super Mario games, but yeah, we're talking about how he hates story,
Yeah.
I went and double checked myself before I went and wrote it down. He mentioned that he doesn't actually hate story. He just takes a minimalist approach to Mario and just doesn't think it fits in that game. But I mean, if there is a game that he's creating that needs a story, he's not against it and he'll incorporate it. It's just for the brand. He wasn't really sold on the narrative because he wanted gameplay over narrative was the thing that I saw.
Well, if that's the
That's
case,
why.
then what game does
That's
have story
why.
that he's directed?
I'm not. So I'm not really sure on the specific examples. I mean, he's done other directives in the past, like he's directed the Pikmin games, but a lot of his more popular examples are just they have really unique gameplay, but you don't really remember it for the plot. Like Pikmin is very unique and has its audience, but it's definitely not known for its story. Even though it does have a goofy one. But then that's
Okay.
also why Galaxy 2 was played out, or it wasn't played out like a sequel. It was more of just a retelling of the first game that was just more focused on its more galaxy.
Yeah.
But as y'all did mention, Koizumi still snuck in Rosalina in the very last level. Not that Miyamoto didn't approve of her, he just didn't think that her like story was a perfect match for the franchise. But I mean, she's in like every single game now, so surely she had some mark on the franchise.
Yeah, now Rosalina exists. So thanks, Mr. Koizumi.
For just continuing to be the break all the rules.
Wow.
No, I just meant the fact that we get Rosalina to exist now.
I'm not complaining.
Space mommy, like as they say in the gamer world,
Do they say that?
right? Right, guys, right? Please.
Next bullet point.
The next bullet point is actually where the lore was. Remember how I said that there wasn't really a story-focused Mario game? I lied. All the lore is in the Mario RPG games. Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario, Super Mario RPG. That's where all that is.
Oh yeah,
Because the RPGs are just a storytelling franchise.
I could have
think
sworn I
so.
mentioned Paper Mario.
I just forgot to.
You did too.
Oh yeah, because you mentioned. Yeah, because you mentioned that that was my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so Paper Mario is part of the lore?
So the RPGs are seen as spin-offs. So if they're actually canon, is to just be tossed around. I think it's pretty much considered not canon in the official stuff. But I mean, it's fucking Mario. Who cares?
Do you think it would be considered like Paper Mario lore? Like not
Yeah.
Mario, but Paper Mario lore.
Those are just the more like story-rich Mario games, but I mean, the people could still complain over the legitimacy of the Zelda timeline. Honestly, I just think it's just whatever the devs felt like that day, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh crap, do we have to have a timeline?"
Oh yeah, I have heard there's a lot of mixed stuff with Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a new generation thing where people like want like a story, whereas back then it was just make a game. That
People
was cool.
crave those like layers of lore. They need the Matt Pat video.
Yeah, I'm sure he has
Rest
a
in
video
peace,
as well
Matt
that
Pat.
keeps changing. Yeah, rest in peace. What a G.
Gone too soon. Now he's in politics.
I was about to say now he's a
I
politician.
heard about. I literally heard about that like 3 hours ago. Actually, I didn't
Really?
know. I didn't know about that at all. Like, okay,
He's
all
not-
I
he's not
I've only
acting
I
like
only
a-
saw a headline that said Matt Pat is in politics. Like, what's he doing though? Is it like?
He's not like a big he's not like a going for Congress. He's not doing stuff like that. He's I think he's a filibuster, or at least like a public speaker for a movement that's basically trying to like help the older congressman audience adapt better to like the ever-growing technology of modern America.
Oh.
So I think he's part of an incentive program for like the younger generation to kind of educate the old on basically ways to keep up with the like endless innovations of technology.
The Times. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what that's what he was doing, and that was like the platform he was representing.
That's good.
Just Despite what Justin's saying, I think he's trying to infiltrate the White House to see what lore is actually real when it comes to like
All
video
the
games
FBI lore.
that came from like Area 51 and all that stuff. But that's just a theory.
A White House theory. A government
A
theory.
politics theory. Yeah, no. Five Nights at Freddy's is actually located in Area 49, but you didn't hear that from me.
No, it's actually located in Area 87.
No, that's the sister location.
No, that's 83.
Oh, oh, oh.
The
No,
secret,
no,
the
no.
secrets.
The mimic.
Music Man.
Did anyone try out Secret of the Mimic or?
No,
I
but-
watched the gameplay. I watched all of it. I watched Markiplier play all of it.
A king.
Have you seen that video? I've seen it on Instagram a few times, where it's like, I think the mimic just appears out of nowhere and goes, "Look at me, I'm the fucking mimic. I'm the fucking mimic."
No, I haven't
I
seen
don't
that.
think so.
Okay, no, it's one of those where I sound crazy.
we need an episode to dedicate. We really need an episode dedicated to your For You page.
Isaiah's fictional For You page.
See, I don't do the For You page as much. Wait, which one's the For You page? Is that the one where you get on Instagram and just start scrolling? Or is that the one where you click the spyglass?
No, that's the one where you're on Instagram. You're just scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
the other
okay.
one just your reels.
Yeah.
Well, because there's Reels too, and I think Reels is where actually most of my funny stuff that I see comes from.
I kind of merge the two together sometimes, because every now and then some of the reels I see are on my For You as well, but very rarely. My reels do have much funnier memes that I watch rather than my For You. So
Yeah, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah, whatever. Or I guess one is more like videos, and the other one is a mix of media.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched the gameplay. I haven't played a game since probably like the fourth FNAF game, which was like almost 8 years ago now, I feel like.
The first FNAF game? I think that's
That
over
game
a
was
decade
like
at this point.
12
No,
years
the
ago.
fourth game.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, they all came out so quickly.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I think the first 3 games came out the same year or something.
Yeah.
So maybe like 9 or almost a decade ago, basically. But after that, I mean, I haven't really. I mean, the new games they're not like the same. Like this is like first person roaming. And then
I'm an absolute baby. I tried to play Five Nights at Freddy's. The moment one of the animatronics moved, I was like, nope, I'm good. Well,
Oh, no,
they
I-
moved?
I don't blame you. That shit's scary, especially Foxy. Imagine playing the first time against Foxy. You just see him sprinting across the
the camera.
the pizzeria.
I could.
For some reason, every time I saw that, I didn't find it. I found it funny. I don't know why. I just thought it was goofy whenever he ran down the hall. I mean, of course, the jump scare after would startle me. But Foxy in the second game really scared me more.
I could watch it all just fine. It was actually playing it that I was like, nope, no, I'm good.
Yeah, see, it's funny to watch Markiplier get jump scared, and then I get less jump scared. It's so scary.
Yeah, that's kind of why I watch Mark, but also he's super chill about it. I don't know, like he has such like a chill vibe when he plays these horror games. I think that's why most people watch him.
He's good at making horror fun, and because I'm a baby and I won't play it otherwise.
Yeah, but I also just don't want to buy the newer games because it's also only like a one-time play. I only play games that like I don't play a lot of games, but the games I do play are like very online groupy games, multiplayer games. Not really.
Do you try to do like live service, like where you just play a couple of games and that's your life, or are you still cool with like picking up like a single experience and then just?
Oh yeah, I play like a story time game every now and then. Like I would play. The other thing is I just don't want to buy a lot of games. Like I really want to play the God of War series for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah's getting to you.
I mean, some of the best storytelling you'll ever see in video games. God of War, at least the newer ones.
Yeah, I've played a few of those. Or no, I want to play a few of those. Sorry, but I like playing with people. That's my thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I watched the Secret of the Mimic because I like FNAF. Isaiah knows that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
He craves it.
yeah. I can't wait for the movie coming out in December. The second one. I think it's December.
Really quick turnaround too. Yeah, no, it is this winter.
Yes. All right.
This holiday.
This holiday. Do you have any other bullet points, or is that all?
Oh, I got some. I got a few more. I know y'all still want to talk about the Switch 2, so I'll just skip over all that I had
Mhm.
written down. Oh, you brought up Minecraft Rancho, Sam.
Yeah.
Quite the Minecraft enjoyer. I do a lot of modding stuff. Well, I don't do the modding like creation for it. I just
You play
wait
it.
for one of my friends to make a pack, and then I just play it.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Because I can only play vanilla so much before I'm like, okay, if I go back and re-enter the Minecraft phase, I need something new.
Yeah, for me, it's
They have
like,
one with more seasonal drops.
yeah, for me, it's like I open Minecraft probably like 3 times a year, but then whenever I open it, I play for like 2 weeks straight, nonstop. And
Mhm.
by the time like every time I open it, there's always like I feel like there's always just a new huge update. Like
I found it on Instagram.
okay.
The mimic thing, so I don't sound crazy. So y'all watch it later. I'm not crazy. I swear.
Oh man, I don't see a notification.
I should have known why he was so quiet.
No. Yeah, I was hellbent on not sounding insane.
Helldivers?
Hellbent.
Oh.
Hellbent. No.
That's another game where it's like where it gets that terror grip on you, where you start playing and then all of a sudden you're there for a week, and then when you stop playing, you're just done.
Yeah, that happened to a lot of people, I feel like. Well, it wasn't really a
For
week though. It was
sure.
more like 2 months, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while.
It was a good amount of
And
yeah.
it's still a good game, I think.
Oh yeah,
I
for
just haven't
sure.
touched
It's
it
a
in a
good
while.
game.
Hasn't entered the rotation again out of all the stuff that's currently being played right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
If the group got back into it, it'd be absolutely nuts.
I know Isaiah
Yeah,
and Dr. Pepper Boy were very into that game at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. And now all he likes to do is play War Thunder.
Yeah, it's a shame. We lost someone.
A damn decent soldier. Not good, but like decent.
He's
A
moved
damn
on.
mid soldier.
Yeah. And he's moved on to a better place, hopefully, for him. And by that I mean
To bigger and not better.
it's hopefully it's better. I mean, he's moved in with his girlfriend now. They live together. Hopefully they're happy. Oh,
Any other bullet points?
just starts getting gloomy, like, oh. Anyway, back talking about video games, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all were talking about there was a Luigi's Mansion game for the Wii U.
Mhm.
That's what I remember y'all were mentioning that. That's actually Nintendo Land. It was a launch title for the Wii to like show off the Wii U and all of its stuff. Luigi's Mansion had a mini game in it, and that's what was confusing Isaiah, because he was like, "Wait, wasn't the one on Switch Luigi's Mansion 3?" Then y'all were like, "Yeah, 2 was the one on Wii U." I was like, "No, 2 was on 3DS."
Okay.
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was on 3DS, and then yeah, Nintendo Land had a mini game on the Wii U, and that's all the Luigi's Mansion on that console.
Okay, that's
But yeah, see, Rancho, I told you he was the right pick for video games.
Yeah.
He's passionate. Like, no, you animals! It was a 3DS. Are you
How
idiots?
could you get this wrong?
he needs
Said the
to.
Redditor.
You should write a thesis.
Everybody knows this.
Oh no, I definitely know that. Not everyone knows that.
Yeah, write a thesis on like why I'm smarter than all my friends. A video game story.
Well, if y'all
Luigi's
are gonna have
mentioned too.
a video game episode that the entire world's gonna listen to, and I know they are, they need to have all the right information.
If you're listening, world leaders, Kim Jong Un, Donald Trump,
Yeah, we know what that one
Mark
light is in
Zuckerberg.
North Korea.
Vladimir Putin.
That one Steam user.
Yeah, he's going back and forth between listening to the Rib podcast and playing Minecraft,
Yep.
Yeah.
or maybe doing both. Who knows? We need to put out more episodes for our glorious leader Kim Jong.
Uh,
Anyway, we're not getting demonetized, right?
I hope not. I also just realized you said Mark Zuckerberg as a world leader.
Oh yeah, he's a lizard guy. He's the head of the Illuminati or something, right?
yeah, my favorite leader is Bill Gates, Jeffrey Bezos.
Jeffrey
The
Dahmer.
one Apple guy, Steve Jobs, maybe. I think that's his name.
The apple guy? You mean the tomato from VeggieTales?
No, I like the pickle. No, cucumber.
The cucumber. There's no vinegar in him yet.
There's no what?
He's not. He's not in a jar. Don't put my boy Larry in a jar.
That's what his name was.
Yeah, Larry the cucumber, and Bob the tomato.
That's not
God.
I'm
his
glad
name.
you have this information on standby.
Yeah, come on. Remember your religious cartoon propaganda, guys.
I didn't know
I can't be the
I didn't
only
even know
one.
those cartoons were religious until.
Wait, really?
Well, I mean, I was young when I found out they weren't. They were religious, but
Uh,
they were good. I just didn't. I didn't put together the stories that they were putting together.
He was too encapsulated by the cheeseburger,
Oh
my
yeah.
lovely
Mhm.
cheeseburger.
You
Yeah.
wait for yeah, you wait for That was
What a
my favorite
lovely
song.
voice
Hmm.
to imitate.
I mean, the
Uh,
actual voice wasn't any better. Let's be real, but that's what made it so
oh, I
good.
know. Yeah, no, it was genuine. That's what it was. Genuine talk about cheeseburger, singing his heart out.
Hmm. All right, next bullet point.
Yeah,
Master.
what
oh,
else we got?
so this is the last one before all the NS2 stuff. You were talking about Final Fantasy. Just wanted to. I've never actually played them. I really want to play Final Fantasy 7s and probably start with the remake. But all those stories are separate stories.
So
They've
All the
actually
Final
done
Fantasy
stuff
VII stories?
they've done stuff like this in the past where it's just absolutely horrifying if you want to try to like keep any sense of order if you're organizing them. So Final Fantasy 3, for example, is different than Final Fantasy 7. They're separate characters, separate worlds, separate stories. Technically, there could be a Final Fantasy 7 2, and that would be a sequel to Final Fantasy 7.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I went over that. I thought I did.
Yeah.
no, yeah,
Um,
that was for me. I thought it was all one story, but I only that was only because I played one game.
Yeah, that
Oh
was mainly
yeah.
for Rancho. I just wanted to let him know that no, you do not need to play 16 games before you can enjoy the 17th.
Yeah.
They're all. It's just that all it is just the 17th Final Fantasy game. Well,
What if they made
Plus, I
in
a
that
think
main
they're
series.
if they made what?
What if they made like you know what, I'm about to say something stupid. What were you gonna say?
Oh,
I was just gonna mention that also the different games sometimes are different game styles too. Like pretty sure they're all RPGs, but some are like action RPGs, some are like no, not J. What are the ones where it's like
they're all JRPGs.
yeah, I realize that. But where it's like you go into a boss arena and you take turns with the boss when you fight.
Wouldn't
Just
just
a
be
regular
turn-based
RPG, I guess.
combat?
I
Yeah.
guess. But like Final Fantasy VII doesn't have that. It's an action RPG. So
The action RPGs where like the menu like will like slow down for you. Those are all the new Final Fantasy games. where they're trying to simulate real-time combat with how like their old RPG mechanics. So like the whole world
Mm-hmm.
will just slow down as you get to choose like your menu of options.
Mm. Yeah.
Hmm.
I played 15, I believe. That's the one where you play four. You can interchange between four guys in your group. I like that one.
Oh, I don't remember you saying you played one.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to. Well, that's when I assumed it was a story, and that's why I was kind of confused in the game. But that was just me being dumb.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
no, you're just confused because it was confusing,
Yeah,
not
I was
Yeah,
because
like,
there was an actual story.
this is a really big world and a really good story. I wonder if I missed like 14 other stories before that would explain maybe more.
No, no, you did not.
Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah.
uh, at least it's not as cryptic as the Souls games. Games like Elden Ring, where you have to just read a document to get like a crumb of lore, and then after at the end of that, just make the rest up. It's fine.
Yeah, a game like I don't like reading a lot. That's what throws me off with games like Elden Ring. And
Okay,
is there a lot
good.
of reading?
We cleared the allegations. You do not like visual novels.
I wasn't okay. Yeah, sure. I've never played a visual novel. Okay.
What's a visual novel?
It's just a bunch of text.
Yeah,
It's like an
Oh,
interactive book basically.
yeah. Yeah.
oh,
I'd rather play a Telltale game than a visual novel.
I guess for Isaiah, for an example, Ace Attorney would be considered a visual novel. It has like slight gameplay elements with like the detective work, but you're mostly just reading
oh,
during the court case.
yeah, that makes sense.
Is
What would
Ace Detect? Is that the I object? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
yeah,
objection.
Objection. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember.
what would Detroit Become Human be considered?
Ooh. I didn't actually watch this when it was popular.
Oh,
Um,
it's
when
basically
when did
it's
that
like
fall
an
into the like
interactive story.
episodic? Like yeah, the interactive, because it was like it slows down and let you make a decision. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that Telltale?
I don't
Uh,
know.
well, Telltale's a developer. 'Cause they're the ones that made all those games. I'm not sure that's. I don't think that's their work, but I guess
Oh,
it's
okay.
similar. That like interactive story format.
I did
It's like a
not
Hmm.
know.
visual novel, but movie flavored.
I th-
That's why I liked it.
I did not know. I thought
I
Telltale
like
was
movies.
a type of game. I didn't know it was actually by like a
Oh
company.
yeah, they the company's name is Telltale. I don't think they exist anymore, but they got real popular with making a bunch of story-based games. There, I think their like big break was The Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead, yeah. I played
Yeah,
the third. I think yeah, the third one, A New
they kind of
Frontier.
had their own genre too, which is why their name is that. But yeah, no, that's why people will call it like Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know
And then all the
they had a Batman game, I think, and a Guardians of the Galaxy game, I think.
and then all the
Ooh,
Nintendo fans got the Minecraft story mode.
I heard the Guardians of the Galaxy game was actually pretty good.
I mean, I believe that. I've seen some gameplay of it. I haven't watched it all though. Hey man, Minecraft Story Mode
Yeah.
was a banger.
I say, hey, I can't talk crap about it. I never played.
The first one
I
was. The
just saw
second
the
one
memes.
was for the part two, whatever, with all the YouTubers. That was a little bit dumb. I don't speak for that one.
Hmm.
With YouTubers.
Yeah, they made
You
like a
The
mean
heck
part.
was it
cameos or
called?
something?
They made like a part two.
Did they
The
have like a bunch of like all like the YouTuber like Minecraft skins?
Yeah, they got the actual YouTubers to voice in the game too, to play their characters. It's like
Weird.
a. I think the story was like a murder mystery or something, and it had like Dan TDM, Captain Sparkles, uh, a few other
Oh, it would
ones.
be. Yeah, it would be the older crowd, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
'Cause that was before the new wave of Minecraft YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's popular now?
I don't think Minecraft's that popular now. J
Yeah, I
Splat.
think it's just kind of it's kind of just stagnated. It's just whoever survived the Dream Age.
Yeah.
I think
That's
he's
what I
still
was thinking of.
popular, but yeah, I
For
think he's still
Dream.
popular, but I don't really know. I don't follow Dream.
I don't think you know what Dream is technically popular, but not for a good reason. Um,
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Did he ever overdose on the normal pills?
oh, I thought he was unpopular for overdosing on minors.
Oh,
That may just be the Minecraft tuber stank. I
Yeah,
think
lost in the
every popular
sauce.
Minecraft content creator gets accused of that somewhere along the line.
yeah,
Oh, I wouldn't be too surprised, but
I mean,
I'm not sure how much they'll do with slander on the podcast.
a
A little bit,
little bit, yeah,
touch here and there.
yeah.
We
Like,
don't talk about touch right after that.
Of course,
well,
Isaiah brings it up right
hey,
after too.
Yeah, I know.
but
Him of all people.
hey, we keep it topical here on the Ribs podcast.
Woo!
I mean, if you consider Jay Schlatt as a Minecraft YouTuber, I don't really consider him as that though, because he does other stuff.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I think Jay Slash is immune to being canceled.
there's a lot of YouTubers like that. He definitely is one of them for sure.
Did you ever see the part where he deleted all the dream stands from his live chat?
Yeah, that
Like they were
was really
permanent.
funny. He made a bot that would activate that he activated during his live stream, and it would ban every Dream Stand username that was in his chat that was up to him.
End of an era. Amazing.
And you just see
Dream
like the
Stand username? What do you
hmm?
mean?
Wait, what?
What do you mean Dream Stand username? Like, what does that mean?
So like if there was a username that had like Dream was taken or Tommy in it or like all those like Dream SMP YouTubers, if they had like usernames that had those names within it, like people that are like fans of them as their username, they would just be automatically
Hmm.
banned from like his channel.
And then a stan is just like a die-hard supporter who like no matter what you do will like always stand by you
Well, yeah,
parasocially.
I've heard of what a stand is. Unfortunately, I learned when I was being forcefully educated about K-pop. But
Uh,
Yeah, those are the
yes.
bigger
yeah,
those are the
no, that's
bigger like actual stands because that's a bigger and uh that's like an okay community. I feel like the Dream SMP. I mean, considering Dream
Uh,
SMP is dead already, and it lasted what 3 years? I'd say maybe a little bit more.
okay,
Um,
well, I guess that's another question. What is SMP?
so survival multiplayer.
I think you're right. It's just this way to shorten down like survival Minecraft server
Yeah,
world, where a bunch of people got on and just played on the same server.
yeah. There. I mean,
Ah,
there was Dream SMP. There was Epic SMP. Something else SMP. That's just what Minecraft people called it.
Another thing that's synonymous with it is like they'll try to like create lore in the story, and there'll be like a script you follow and all this. Yeah, it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
hmm.
And you didn't. Let's just say guys like us would not fit in a crowd of Dream SMP stands. I don't think. Especially not you, Isaiah.
Uh, well,
But I say
good.
since we're
I
having to tell you
take
about
that as
all
a
this,
compliment.
I remember seeing
Oh,
that though, the video of him banning everyone, because like as the Twitch chat is just going, it just starts like blowing up. You just see a bunch of people like ban, permaban, and Slat's just there screaming and laughing at everyone. It was really funny. He's like, get fucked.
all the ship
damn.
names that are just getting like ripped off the live chat.
Yeah, like Tommy in
Like,
it.
I hate you. I hate you.
Tommy in it, Loverboy, Dream SMP is life gets banned.
What's he even mentioned it too? He had to sit through the entire like he had to go do all that manually.
Yeah.
He went to go find every single name that he had on his like the followers.
Well, he made like a bot, like a code that would like automatically like pick up usernames that had these keywords and ban them,
He had that whole
which is still
list.
hard to do because that's a lot of coding. especially to do
Mhm.
on like a Twitch chat. But that was funny. And he did.
He's like secretly a Harvard graduate, so I mean, I guess it works out for him.
I'm pretty sure
Oh wow.
he went to college for computer science for like 1 year before he dropped out.
Did he
Yeah,
drop
I guess
out
he
just to drop out, or because he was a streamer?
I think he was probably streaming like a little bit before and while he was in college, but I think he just blew up and was like, okay, I don't need to go to college because this is working out.
I actually
And
wasn't sure if he got his associates. I just remember there was a time where he was just wearing Harvard shirts and people thought it was a joke because he was on YouTube. But eventually he was like, "No, I actually went to Harvard for computer science." I don't know if he graduated. I don't remember.
I don't think he graduated, but I'd believe he went to Harvard, honestly. He was ahead of the game, especially with leaving, banning all those stands before all the before all the bad shit happened. He was even banned from the
He
Dream
was so real
SMP.
for that. Oh well, that makes
I
sense.
mean,
Yeah.
that's probably just a good thing.
Well, I think he was banned.
I
He
mean,
was
this is all
banned as
good
a.
news.
I think he was banned like part of the storyline that he was like.
Oh yeah, I think he was killed off and then got like resurrected and ran for president. I get
Or, yeah, it was something like that, and then that was the only thing I watched from the Dream SMP, just because it was Schlatt being Schlatt. Like he didn't
Yep,
have to be a character; he just had to be like himself and
that's all I was
dictate
there
everyone.
for. When he stopped appearing, I left.
Yeah, when he left, I left, and then I'm pretty sure that's when everyone started leaving, and then the bad stuff happened. Like I don't think anyone in that, like, I don't think anyone in that SMP is friends anymore.
I believe it,
Oh.
and that's Minecraft for you. I
Yeah.
hope that was a glowing testimonial on why to play the game and post all the content online.
Yeah.
Make your own Minecraft YouTuber house and do horrible things to children online.
Yeah, and then Dream took off his mask and got even worse.
Don't face reveal.
And then he tried to put the mask back on.
Yeah.
Nope. Too late for that.
Yeah. But do you have any other bullet points, or you want to go straight into the NS2?
No, that was it for my list. Besides, I guess Nintendo Switch 2, the now big hip, not really successful, kind of successful. I don't really know what it is. The something console.
It's selling.
Yeah, the selling console.
Have you guys considered? I know Isaiah hasn't, but Justin, have you considered pre-ordering one or buying one?
Oh, I told you he
So-
had one.
Funny enough, I was part of the pre-order round.
What do you
I
mean
was well, I have it because it came out a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
He's a slave to the red plumber.
I had a yes, Mario's my man.
I don't know why that sounds like that sounds racist. I don't know why it sounds racist when you say the red plumber.
The red
Oh,
plumber.
it's meant to be.
Oh god, that red
Fine, the
plumber.
Italian
Watching.
plumber. How about that?
Okay,
Actually,
that's
would
not
that be
any
worse?
better. That's not any better. That
In-
was
in fact,
much worse, actually.
yeah, the same thing. I think that's a worse example. It's more direct.
Thanks. Koopas.
That's
Like Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, I
But,
remember that. These.
I was playing Schedule 1 with insert person who's not on podcast here, and we got off the game at like 3 a.m. that night when they opened up pre-ordering, and I wasn't really sold on the idea of getting one, but it was kind of, it was just kind of like the thing to do. You got on, you're like, oh, I wonder if there's anything left at the store. I wonder if they like completely blew out of stock. I hopped on Walmart and I saw that there was they had it, like the listing was still up for it, and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm here, I might as well. So I just pre-ordered one, got went on with my way. Eventually, I saw the things about how they were taking down pre-orders, or at least all platforms, including Walmart, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't have to wait in any line. Or I just kind of grabbed one at 3 a.m. No, it's not. I didn't get it. It's whatever.
Damn.
Well, it didn't go away, so I was confused. I'm like, I guess I'll hold on to it. A few weeks out, they start removing more pre-orders, and I figure out what happened. Anyone who paid with their card was getting their order denied in quotes because they had invalid information. So they were just because they hadn't charged the user yet, so they were just going, nope. Like we don't even need a refund. Just you don't get the charge. You're not getting the console. But I did it through PayPal, and that goes straight to your bank. So I lost that money for right when I like did the pre-order, and they'll refund it if I ever got denied. But since I already gave them the money, then I was already committed to it. So they ended up keeping me around, and I ended up getting it like at 7 in the morning the day of.
Oh wow, you
I was on my
survived.
porch for like an yeah, I was on my porch for like an hour and a half.
Wow, you
before I
really
woke up.
waited.
Well, yeah, no, it told me it would be there at night, and I was like, oh, okay. So I got all day to kind of think about it, and I woke up that morning. It was like it's already there an hour and a half ago. I was like, oh my god.
Nice. Wow.
Well,
Then I
good
had to
thing
go
you
run
live
to
in
the
a
store and
decent
actually
area, so
yeah,
not having
I had
it
to go run to
stolen.
the store and get Mario Kart World because then that ended up falling through. But yep, I got the console, got Mario Kart, got the new Deltarune chapters on there, and that's basically it until new stuff comes out because it's kind of just a one-trick pony right now.
Cool. And you like it so
Yeah,
far?
I think
I mean, yeah, it's just Switch but newer. There's not really much to say on it. It's just by all accounts a better Switch than the original. It's much bigger than I thought it would be. I was comparing the first one and the second one together. It's kind of wild how drastic it was. They make it look a lot smaller than it actually is.
Is it like the
And all
same size?
Oh no. I wish I had a good comparison. It is just a lot bigger.
Oh, okay.
how are
Uh,
the Joy-Cons?
the Joy-Cons, they're bigger than the first ones, so they fit a little better in the hands. But I mean, they're still Joy-Con. They don't have like extra grips or anything. So if you didn't really like them the first time, I can't promise you'll like them the second time. But I mean, they're a little bigger, so
All right.
I'm gonna have to
they
check
have the
that
same
out.
exact sticks as the first one. I mean, they look a little nicer, but the technology is the same on the inside, so they're still susceptible to drift. So, yay.
Great. So something like too special. When did the first Switch even come out? Was it 8 years ago?
Yeah, 2017, I think. So, yeah.
Wow. It feels like it came out a while, like way before that for me. I don't know why.
Weird. Yeah, no, that was, I think that's my sophomore year of high school. I guess
Same.
there I go,
Yeah.
there I go,
Roughly, yeah.
dating my life. But yeah, no, 8 years, not bad for a Nintendo console. I think the Wii U didn't even make 4.
No, it did. No, it didn't. I like the Wii U too, but I mean, uh, the Switch came out immediately after, and I was like, okay, that's just way better because you can dock it. You can use it as like a
I didn't
TV console and a handheld console.
I didn't really have opinions on anything until until after the Wii U. When I got it, it was just like, yay, the new Nintendo, and then I played it and I liked it. But then, uh, when the Switch came out and I got a little more critical, I was like, yeah, no, this had problems, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did.
It's like I was the same way with I was the same way with Sticker Star on that's the Paper Mario game on 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved that game when I was a kid, but nowadays, I mean, obviously I know it's the worst in the franchise. It got like abandoned all the RPG elements. You can skip every fight in the game and still beat the game. It is by all accounts a bad game. But I mean, when I was a kid and didn't really know any better, I was like, oh well, this is fun. It's a video game, Mario. But now
Mario is
I'll do a run of it, and it's just completely as a joke, just to show like how bad the game actually is. But that's not really a popular, or that is a popular thing to say. I'm kind of preaching to the choir. That's just everyone doesn't like Sticker Star.
Are you projecting? You still secretly love the game a lot.
No, I mean I did 100% it, but I can definitely agree that it's not my favorite, and it is definitely my least favorite of the games I have played, which is all of them. So yeah, no, least favorite.
Nice. And speaking of games, Isaiah, are you playing blackjack right now?
You think we couldn't
No.
notice?
No.
What do you think? What else? What are we looking at right now then?
Everyone's favorite game, gambling.
I don't know.
I went
I
gambling
just
last week.
we were
Actually.
talking about video games and I saw the video game like icon or the controller icon and I was like, what is this? And I saw blackjack and I'm like, cool.
Yeah. I went to Choctaw Casino the night of July 4th actually. That
Oh,
was
recent.
yeah, I went on July 4th and that was the longest and first time I ever played poker on a table. I played on the same table for 8 hours. And
Whoa.
time went by really fast, but it was very thrilling the entire time. I tripled my I tripled my starting money. It was
How
awesome.
much did you walk out with?
1,200.
Dang.
I did really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty freaking good.
What was crazy though that night was when you're at like a so when you go to like these casinos, they have like every table has like a little monitor that shows the jackpot wins for throughout the casino. So there'll be like a mega win, uh, or a jackpot win, a mega win, and then a standard like mini win. And in order to get those, it's like it's for poker. So it's like for to get like the jackpot win, you have to get a royal flush on the flop. And then for the mega, it's like you have to get like a straight, I think, on the flop, and then so on, right? And it just tells you like how to get like these little wins, like oh, just a normal a four of a kind is like $450 or something. Um, Whenever I went, and it's very rare, obviously, to get those odds, but whenever I went, all three of those jackpots were won within 3 hours, which the odds of that happening are very, very, very small because once we saw the screen went like the screen changed and it said uh, pending pending jackpot, which means somebody won the ultimate jackpot, and the jackpot was $1.5 million. Someone won $1.5 million and got a royal flush. And
Oh my god.
I asked them, hey, so how because like 3 hours, like 2 hours before that, someone got like the mini jackpot, which was like 5K, I think. And I was like, hey, so how often does this happen? And then the security guard was like, the last time someone got the jackpot was 2 years ago in September. And I'm like, wow. On July 4th today, all three of the jackpots were won. I think the second highest one was earlier that day. I wasn't there, but I was like, wow, somebody won 1.5 million, obviously before tax, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Witnessing history.
Yeah, and then the mini jackpot was some guy on my table that won it because he got a flush on the flop. And what's the only thing that kind of sucked was when someone wins that, they have to pause the game. And like it takes like 30 minutes for them to or no, like 20 minutes for them to verify that it was legit cuz they have to like see the cards, talk to the dealers, then go to the back and look at the cameras cuz there's like 20 security cameras above every table just to see how
Hmm.
legit it was. And then my dad was like behind me watching, and he was joking with the guy like, "Look what you did, man! We could have won $20,000 by now." Um,
Mm.
but it was really cool, and they don't like just give a check. You know, they do like so much intricate stuff. They take the cards that they dealt, they put it all in a Ziploc bag, and back in the box in a Ziploc bag, and they're never supposed to use it again. They just throw it away, which I don't know how that's supposed to make anything like more legit or secure. That's just something that they do apparently.
Yeah, I used to think that they I thought they clipped the cards, like they clipped the corners of the cards or something, and then threw them away. Maybe that's just certain places.
I mean,
Huh.
it could be. I wouldn't be surprised. But whenever I saw it, they took all the decks, put them back in the boxes, then put them in a Ziploc bag. Actually, I don't know if they threw it away, but they wrote something on the Ziploc bag, and I was like, "Are you gonna give it to him?" And they're like, "No, we're not gonna use these cards anymore, ever again." I'm like, "Wow, okay." Um, I mean, I was like, "Why?"
My,
And they were like, "Oh, just in case someone cheated." But I'm like, I mean, it's your cards. How does I mean, we all played with the guy. We know he didn't cheat. So what other way would there be if he cheated? Wouldn't the only way for him to cheat is if the dealer helps him win? Um, but I mean, I guess they take the card to verify it. But either, I mean, that still doesn't make sense because they did that all like within them giving the guy his winning prize. So I don't know. That's how like
Kind of wild. I
yeah.
think I was thinking about superstition at first, but no. I wonder if they bagged
Damn.
it so they could like get like prints scanned or something.
I mean, I'm not. It looked like one of those those forensic bags that they use for criminal cases, where they
Well,
put
then
So
that's
shoot,
evidence.
probably
maybe
what it
there's some
was.
merit to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know, it was
Well,
pretty. Yeah, and then we played after. I think I was there till 1:30 in the morning before we left. I was there for so long. They offered us a free room at the place, and my dad was like, "Hey, we're gonna stay, right?" And I was like, "No, I want to go home, because I know you should not be staying here." And he was not. I mean, initially he was like, "Dude, what the fuck? Why?" I was like, "You sound like me right now."
shoot. I would be like, I'd be like your dad because like a free room. Sure that they say that because they want you to gamble more, but like, come
I mean,
on.
look. The other reason, I mean, if I had like, I mean, an extra pair of clothes, my charger, and everything, then totally, yeah, I would definitely take the room. But I mean, also, it was me, my dad, and my brother. And my brother, he definitely wanted to leave as soon as we got in the casino. Also considering that he lost like all of his money, which was only a hundred bucks on slots. So
Well,
he,
he's playing slots. What does he expect?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he went to WinStar and he made some money with just $100 on slots. But I mean, I keep telling him like slots are like that's like 80% of a casino's profit. It's just some of them are they're just trying to scam you, especially the electric ones, which most with all of them
Yeah.
are like digital, basically now.
That'd be something I would do for like once or twice just to say I did it. Just because like if you go to a casino, yeah, you're gonna do a slot or two. But you know you're not gonna win. It's just like ha ha ha, I did it.
Yeah, you don't really put big cash in slots. But I mean, to be fair, you also don't put $100 on many table games at a big casino because you could lose that instantly. That's why you play with. I mean, for me at least, I play with big cash, so I walk out big and have have a longer opportunity to make up for what I lost or gain. So
I guess, but
I mean it's also like
uh,
some tables have like a fee where it's like, okay, you have $100, it's a $25 playing fee. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do that because I'd have $75 and they give you three chips, three $25 chips, and you lose it all on blackjack.
yeah,
It's not a
but
lot, and there's a minimum. There's a whole thing. That's why you play with. That's why I played with. I went for it, and I mean, it, it worked out eventually. I came out positive, so
well, that's good.
Lesson learned is
Fortunately,
that
I know it's the
gaming
case.
is the or gambling is the greatest gift of gaming.
Well,
yes.
I was gonna say to combine those two, Justin. Do you ever do the like Luigi Casino game?
Oh,
Way to bring it back.
the gateway drug to gambling
Yeah.
in gaming. I mean, I played Super Mario 64 and New Super Mario Bros. DS where that game is in. So yeah, no, I've had my fair share of gambling Luigi. He's my favorite
I've
character for a
dabbled
reason.
because they'll take all your money.
Uh,
That sounds like Stockholm syndrome to me.
He totally didn't buy my friendship.
Oh, so he dealt you a little some under the table. I see.
No,
Okay,
he
damn.
just gets diagnosed with that character trope of the secondary character always gets more lore than the main character.
Hmm.
So I always liked
That,
all
that
Luigi stories a lot more than anything that Mario was doing.
that is not a trope I was familiar with. If I'm being honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's because a lot of main characters are either silent protagonists, which are all pretty one note. The idea is so you can kind of easily resonate with them and put yourself in the game. That's also why Link was silent for so long, was just because they wanted you to be the hero and you were saving Zelda. That was their philosophy anyway.
Hmm.
But for like side characters, like secondary characters, they always get more story because they're not the main focus. And also they need a little more identity because you're the identity of the main character. So characters like Tails and Luigi, like Tails has his own like backstory. Sonic doesn't really have anything. Tails has his own backstory, his reason for being there. They'll try to give all the side characters more lore than the main guy, and you can notice that a lot, especially with Luigi and what they did with him with like Luigi's Mansion and then Mario and Luigi Dream Team. That's where his whole personality of him having that like scaredy cat persona. That's just lore that's been built up over time, in the direction they went with the character.
Alright, I need to know where your thesis is because I need to read on your
I say
background. That was a lot.
it's all
Oh,
it's
you sure as hell
hours
know you
of
wouldn't read. You
No,
were telling us earlier that you'd hate reading, so you would not read that thesis
you're
unless it were
right.
in an audiobook or something.
I'll get
yeah, no,
Isaiah to read it out loud for me.
it's a total
Even
hyperfixation, and it's like hours of watching Scott the Woz on YouTube. So
Okay. So
now,
you've told me the sources you've cited, so that's enough for me.
yep.
got the Waz, Matt Pat, all that good stuff. But you know, on the topic of video games, Justin, we gotta know how many female Overwatch characters can you name?
Wait, hold on. You're being timed. 3, 2, 1, go.
I barely know what
Now,
an Overwatch is. Shoot. I'm not
all right,
looking up a
Overwatch
list.
2.
I'm not looking at a
Nah.
list. Tracer and Mercy. That's all I got.
Those are some of the heavy hitters, so you're good. No, but
All I
did we
knew
talk
is
about
the
this?
one healer lady, and then the other one that's in all the memes.
The one healer lady and this guy already said mercy.
True. But no, which episode did we talk about that in? Where was it video games?
I know we definitely talked about this. I don't remember what episode it was, or if I don't remember. But what was it again? What were you gonna say?
It was essentially like there's a video of a dude like listing or going through all the Overwatch characters, like seeing a picture and he has to name who they are. But he gets every single woman character right.
Right.
But all the
Yeah.
dudes he gets wrong, or he just says pass. And then at the end we're like, wow, you know a lot about the game Overwatch. He's like, there's a game?
I remember. Okay, I remember that. I think that was the last video game episode. That's
I
funny.
see you're trying
Yeah.
to expose me.
Well, it was either the
Exactly.
last video game episode or the episode with Kim. I think.
Maybe. You know what? It might have been. Because I think she did something similar when y'all hung out, like early on.
Yeah.
But yes, I was trying to expose you, Justin. And knowing your type, you know who May is. I know you know who that is.
Who?
Nah, yeah. I hear it in your voice. You're lying. You know who she is. You're actually looking at a photo of her right now.
Whoa!
I don't know. I don't know who May is. She's I think she's Squirrel Girl's equivalent in Overwatch.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know about combat at all. I don't know Swirl Girl's combat, but
Oh, I don't know any of the Overwatch combat.
there's
I know
combat in
one dude
Overwatch.
is like,
There's combat in Overwatch? There's a game?
It's a game.
I think she's like the Squirrel Girl of Overwatch. I never played the game.
I thought it was a visual novel.
That is
I'm
what,
talking
that is
about the
what he
meme.
said. Oh,
The
Isaiah.
memes.
Is there a new character in Marvel Rivals now? I mean, I know there always is, but
I mean,
There's about to
season
be
3's not out,
another
but
one.
there's about to be.
a new season's coming out, right? Why do games do that? New seasons.
Live service, player retention.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, mainly the second
so
one.
when the new season drops, so they'll all come crawling back, like what the Illuminate did with Helldivers.
Yeah, it's like that. Oh, Fortnite does that. They're on like what, chapter 72 or something, and then
No idea. Fortnite is so big.
I don't know, man, but in the other 70 chapters, you couldn't have the Sabrina Carpenter skin, and now you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No one.
You're
No one else.
you're probably the only one, except for probably Vikas, that has every female skin in that game, probably. Or wishes.
Hey,
he
I
did.
don't own the game.
That's a lie. He downloaded it on your PlayStation. I remember that.
Oh. Okay, I guess I did. Or I do own it. I
Don't
play
cover up. I know you play. Well, you don't play.
I do not play
You don't
'cause
play.
That game sucks.
You have your. It's okay, Isaiah. I know you have your deepest secret in gaming.
And what would that be?
Throw a random guess out. Spent your mom's credit card on random in-app purchases for currency.
No. Yeah, that's you. That ain't me.
No, that was Sean.
I don't know. I could have sworn you said it was you.
We're throwing
There's
strays
one
at
of-
Sean now.
It was
Yeah, I
one
can
of the
say his
brunettes.
name.
Was it
He appeared
Riley?
in an episode. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, no, you are right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It wasn't mobile games. That was what was tripping me up. No, I got a Mario Kart game that was like on the Wii U on the Virtual Console because that was the only one I didn't have. And I charged my mom's debit card. And needless to say, she quickly found out that I snagged it because it brought it up for the bank. And I got grounded
Yeah.
for like a week.
Damn.
I never
So,
did that again.
So yeah, Justin's mom, if you're listening, and we know you aren't, well, it doesn't matter because she's not listening.
I'm not saying she already knew too. It's not like that's new news. That's also very old. That's probably, yeah, no, that's decade old. Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, all right,
Back in
never
my
mind.
day, scandal.
No, new news. Justin's mom, if you're listening, and I know you are now because I got your attention. Justin loves May from Overwatch. Justin loves May from Overwatch.
No. See, I can now safely spend my own money because I make it now.
Oh, you work for the U.S. Mint?
Huh?
Huh?
Look, I don't know
Police
anything
department. I
about.
know you're watching.
I don't know anything about. I've never taken my parents' card. Okay, that's a lie. I've never done in-app purchases with my parents' card before. I don't know anything about new characters and seasons and games, except for they added a FNAF character in the new Dead by Daylight update,
Oh.
and it's so sick.
Yeah, no. Have you seen the meme where it's like they're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, it showed Springtrap or like William Afton being crushed inside of the Springtrap suit. He says he always comes back, but in reality, he's probably going to be dead by daylight. And it's one of those where it's like, oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've
Again,
seen
this
the
is
gameplay for Springtrap. It actually looks kind of cool.
yeah. That's why I want to, and I love that game. I want to get back into it just because of that. I mean, I've always wanted to get back into it. Again, it's a matter of playing with people, but now more than ever, it's really.
I forgot
cool.
we already knew your deepest, darkest secret in gaming is being a FNAF fan.
That's not a deep dark secret though.
No,
I
he
typed
flaunts
out,
that.
we
I
exposed
flaunt
it.
that. I take pride in that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Respect.
I don't think I have a gaming secret. I still haven't played Doki Doki Literature Club,
You put any
even though I
money in
got it for
Contest of
free
Champions?
on. One time, yes, I did. I spent $10 to try out their. They have like a monthly. It's called Summoner's Sigil. It's
Mm-hmm.
where you get a little extra rewards, a little extra like storage space and stuff, and you also get access to what's called the Black ISO Market, which gives you like it allows you to trade a lot more stuff that normally you would just sell or get rid of or use, and you don't want to. So I was like, it's pretty good, but for $10 a month, it's like that's $120 a year. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Wait, and that's
So,
a gotcha, right?
no,
Like,
not really.
Doki
I know,
Doki?
no, Contest of Champions.
I wouldn't
Uh,
call it a gotcha because the characters you unlock, you get to, fight with them, use them, and uh, it's not like the newer
Well,
ones. The more new they are, that the more overpowered they are. Some of the older
oh,
champions
gotcha.
are actually pretty solid.
oh,
I'd
gotcha.
say
I
gotchas
get
are
it.
just
I get
yeah,
it.
no,
I get the
gotchas are
joke.
like gambling. Yeah, the gambling thing. I was really talking about like that they had like banners and like you pull for characters and so I remember there was like a summon mechanic, but
Oh yeah, no, you do pull for characters and like crystals and stuff. So you can pay for that stuff, but you could easily get them from
just
in-game
by
stuff.
playing the
So
game.
yeah, so I think they offer, or of course they want money, so they give offers so you can get that stuff a lot
Mm-hmm.
quicker or more frequently, so that you can try to get more characters, level up your characters, all that. But you don't have to. And since it's not a real PvP game, I'm like, to each their own. I can progress through the game just fine without paying. So if
Yeah,
you
because
pay
there's not
for
really
it,
a competitive advantage
good
for
for
it.
you. Yeah.
I gotcha.
So
And that's a good thing they're
uh,
not like power creeping all the because there's a lot more like aggressive gotchas that do that where they'll just be like, here's the hit new character that does a more bazillion damage and all your other like DPSs are immediately invalidated. Go kill yourself.
yeah, no,
At least
there
that's good
there
enough to
isn't
keep it a little
much.
fair.
Yeah, there isn't much exclusivity. It's kind of like if you want these characters early, you there's bundles for them, but it's not like, oh my gosh, if you get it early and you get them, you're gonna be the strongest player ever until next month. No, it's just like, yeah, you'll have this character, you get to use it sooner than other people, but eventually they'll be put into the rotations and the crystals and stuff. You unlock them, and you're good. So, I mean, it's always cool seeing new characters, and some of them I'm like, man, I really want this character. Like the next two that come out, one's called the Maker. He looks like a different version of Mr. Fantastic because he has
Oh, yeah. I know who that is.
there's a skin. Yeah, uh, Marvel Rivals has a skin exactly like what the Maker looks like for Mr. Fantastic, where it's like dark blue. He looks kind of atomized. He has like a metal helmet on.
Yeah.
Um,
He looks like that
yeah, that
guy from
skin's
Incredibles.
Oh yeah.
which one?
This is a
Oh, the
stretch. He
hey, get it, Mr. Fantastic. Hey, only on the Ribs
Mm.
podcast.
Yeah, good job.
That
He looks like that guy. I think his character's name is Gazer Beam from.
Oh yeah,
He wasn't really like a big
yeah. I see what
character,
you
but he
mean.
was like a character that he's dead, but he was a character that was dead.
But
it
yeah,
was a character.
he
Yeah.
he was. And then the other character that's coming out is actually the High Evolutionary, like from
Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
of the Galaxy
Yeah.
3.
Oh.
And his character looks cool and also kind of funny because his special 3 and special threes in the game are like a whole like animation and stuff,
Mhm.
and it shows like a brutal or cool or funny way of like you doing a lot of damage to the other character. His is he unloads this like German looking gun into the opponent, and then he runs out of bullets and looks visibly frustrated, throws the gun at the character, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm out of bullets. Screw it. Black hole." And he just summons a black hole that sucks him up. Uh, which, huge leap from, yeah, here's a little pew pew. Okay, well, I'm out of bullets. Instant death.
Mm.
So it's stuff like that I'm like, that's kind of funny. I enjoy stuff like that.
But here's the real question, Isaiah. When
Oh,
when do you get back into Galaxy of Heroes?
oh gosh. I hope Jamal doesn't end up listening to this. Uh, Short answer, eventually. Long answer, maybe within the next year. We'll see how deep my
Ooh.
unemployment goes, and it gets me bored. Uh, so
Why
so
don't
yeah,
you just
no,
play
I will
both
get back
games?
into it. It one takes up a lot of my time if I get really into it, so two would be devastating.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, Isaiah, I know a game that you would also just very much dislike if you ever get around to playing it. Or just be like,
Well, if
it's
I
not
would
my thing.
dislike it, why would I play it?
Um, well, it's the new Mario Kart game, Mario Kart World.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
didn't go
seen
into
clips of that, and no,
I
no,
didn't go
thank you.
into full detail with it, but I did have that as on my Switch 2 bullet points for yeah, no, yeah, we played it. We played the entire game. I had an absolute blast, but I'm just a Mario Kart guy. I love Mario Kart. Nah, I know how you are with games. You are not going to like it.
No,
I
I
can
don't believe I
basically
will.
guarantee the items are so much crazier in that game. You feel like you have no control for half the race, and I know that'll just make you go crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, this sucks. It's pointless. Um, can't you
I
turn
do
into a freaking train?
uh turn into a train. There's while you're on the highway segments, you can like drive into like an 18-wheeler or a helicopter or a boat at like scripted parts and like have your moment of like, hey, look, I'm driving a big vehicle and knocking everything out of the way, and then you pop out.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's very over the top.
So you just like all of a sudden like massive zoom out, start flinging stuff out of the way, and just run people over. But then you'll pop back out. It's like a little bit of invincibility, but it's kind of slow. It's mainly a way to just remove yourself from getting screwed by items for a brief moment.
And then what's up with the fast food bag?
The fast food bag, it gives you it's like a weird mushroom boost. I think it's longer than the average mushroom, but its main use is getting you alternate skins in the game, and different
Oh,
foods will give you different outfits
Oh.
for his
and are
character.
they like you unlock them permanently?
Oh yeah, it's that's their unlock system for alts. You'll have to just run around the map with specific character, eat a specific food, and then get the skin.
That's kind of cool.
I want to try playing this game.
Yeah, it's a really good Mario Kart game, and those who love the like multiplayer mayhem and just chaos that is Mario multiplayer, that's right at home. It's probably the best Mario Kart game in that regard. But I know for more, skill-oriented players like Isaiah here, it's definitely less friendly in that regard. It reminds you of Smash with items.
Oh,
Oh, I love Smash with items, but
but that's a
I
different
Well,
game.
hate Mario
I guess the
Party.
difference there is you can kind of have some agency over the items. In Mario, it's just pure randomness.
Yeah.
I suppose, but yeah, it looks like hell.
Especially all this like time trial, like speedrunning stuff, all the jumps they're doing. Funny enough, it looks a lot harder than it actually is. There's that one skip on I think it's called Great Question Block Ruins, where you like fall off the wall and like off the course, and then you bounce on like a random like ring onto a cloud and ride a wall. It looks so ridiculous, but I think I did it within like 15 minutes or like 10 minutes of practicing on time trial, and that was also like while talking to Sean and another person who will not be named. It
Okay,
looks a
well,
lot more tedious, but the movement's actually kind of what's the word? You get used to it pretty fast when you start trying to like figure out its quirks.
okay. Also, I was gonna say, for the people who we're not naming, we like to give them little nicknames. Do you have anything that this person would be mostly attributed with? Like, we have some
Uh,
nicknames like Little Asian Girl, Chick-fil-A Man, Dr. Pepper Guy.
the first one from a
Most of
while
the
ago, we'll say the science guy, and then the most recent one that I just did, we'll say the leprechaun.
the leper guy. Yeah, okay. I see.
Wow.
Uh, Unfortunately, Rancho, you may have met one of them, maybe, but not the leprechaun.
Who's the leopard? See, that's what I'm most curious
He's a,
about. I want to meet this
he's
leprechaun.
elusive.
You want to
He's
meet this
elusive.
leprechaun?
Well, maybe he'll be on an episode one day. Who knows? I mean, that
Who knows?
part of me being here is expanding my reach from this side of the pond. I met him through college, so
Hmm.
who knows? Maybe the group will continue to grow.
Yeah, expand the Ribs universe.
Yes, the Rip cinematic universe.
The Ribs podcast universe.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, have you tried the Discord looking feature on the Switch?
Oh, game chat? No, I don't have anyone to try it with. I'm all alone.
No.
I have a oh, that was a thing with game chat I wanted to mention. Game chat is not a separate purchase. It just comes with NSO. So I can try it out. It's just I would just be sitting there by my lonesome.
Uh,
So it's bundled with your like online subscription with all the games and stuff you play, and I've heard it's basically just worse Discord. I mean, it uses the same technology as Discord, but you know they add their own Nintendo stank to it.
yeah.
I think they did partner with
Okay.
the company, but I think the only reason they didn't actually like commit fully to just having full Discord integration is just because the brand's kind of associated with cyber security stuff and child endangerment.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to probably just maintain that like family friendly. This isn't Discord. This is game chat.
I remember seeing the launch trailer for or like just the trailer for the Switch 2, and then when they showed that feature, they didn't really hold back. They showed the game chat thing, and it just didn't look good at all.
Yeah, I mean, they were fully on like that. Hey, we know this isn't gonna. We don't have game chat Nitro, so here's your 720p streaming with really laggy camera.
Yeah, it wasn't even 720. I felt like 240 pixels.
Yeah, the main issue with that's just like all the YouTube videos themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The games definitely look better than anything on YouTube. At least from what Nintendo was pumping out there in their marketing.
Yeah.
There's no Paul Rudd was in on it. He has long hair now.
Paul Rudd?
Yeah, he was in the ads.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, he remade the Super Nintendo ad from the 90s.
I did not know that. I don't even know the Super
He
Nintendo ad.
oh, I wish I remembered the campaign. There was an old ad with Paul Rudd in it back in the 90s to advertise the Super Nintendo, but they remade it for the Switch and like flavored it all for like Switch 2 and its new features. When they brought him back too to do the exact same like thing. It's
That's
definitely not 90s flavored anymore, but you can tell what it's referencing and it was actually kind of cool.
smart choice by Nintendo, hiring a guy that doesn't age.
I don't know. He looked pretty aged in that in
I mean,
the
yeah. I mean, if you
videos I
compare
saw.
it, then
I mean, to be fair, he still looks. He's definitely. No doubt he's probably aging, but he still looks pretty young for his age.
I mean, I would expect everyone to age, unless you got some secret.
His
But
secret is uh ants.
Lots of
Ants.
lotion.
dun 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 dun. Oh, that's Mission Impossible. Never mind. I don't
You're
remember the.
so dumb.
Thanks.
No problem.
How's your Wordle going?
Well, I'm getting loopy talking about all these gamers, but you know, just blink and get right to it.
All right. Well, we've recorded for a while now, so I guess this is a good time to end it then. Thanks for joining our
No,
podcast, Justin.
don't end it until
Oh,
y'all help me figure out the wordle.
I can't see
okay
your
then.
word. Can I see
Here
your
we.
Wordle?
I mean, we can all compete against it.
It's been 10 minutes since I tried to end the episode.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Call it padding.
Oh,
I'm sorry for giving you a
anyway,
little more work to do at the very end.
if we don't cut this out, let the record show that Justin is still on his fourth guess for Wordle.
I don't know what to spell. I keep trying to put I keep making words that end with st, and I go, oh yeah, no, that works, and I'll spell it out and go.
Well, if it's gonna be like the last few episodes, I don't think Rancho's done any editing. Although he might this
Oh.
episode.
I know I have to now this episode. I was really planning on not editing, but then this happened, and now I
Hey.
have to edit it.
You know what, Justin?
Well.
That's good. You're holding him accountable. Whose idea was it to play Wordle? Okay, since you're on your last one, I will give you one last hint.
We're there.
I'm gonna give you one last hint. One of the four letters that you have is repeated once.
Oh, it is? Okay, so I did have all of them. I wasn't going crazy after all.
Isaiah,
Oh,
this
hold
might
on.
be a good
Hold
time
on.
to talk about.
T is the last.
I think we should video face capture
Oh,
webcam.
you can. But what did we say about earlier about not face
No,
revealing?
no. You focus on your Wordle. I'm talking to Isaiah
okay,
right now.
All right. Sorry, the adults
Yeah.
are talking. Let the child finish his puzzle.
not just that, but you can't multitask for shit. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
just
no,
focus
I
on-
completely
focus on
tune out
that.
immediately. My Wordle results, I finished.
Okay,
All right, you're gonna go
yeah,
first.
actually, no, I feel like we should keep him for last, shouldn't we?
All right, fine.
Do
We'll go
how
in
do I-
order of.
Hold
We'll
on,
go
how
in
can
order.
I see my?
So to stay topical, I started with the word gamer. That had none of the right letters.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on to the next one, and for some reason the only letters or the only word I could think of with the letters available to me was loopy, and only the O is correct, but not in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So using other letters that I saw, I decided to try the word blink, and the L was still in the wrong place, but the I was correct and in the right place. And just based off of like other letter combinations that I could not really think of, somehow I just was like, okay, let's try stilt, and that was right. So four guesses.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
cheater. It sounds like a cheater, right, Justin? There's no
Yeah,
way
I
you'd
know.
go from loopy to stilt.
I mean, yeah, I
I
know.
went from loopy
at
to
my-
blink to stilt.
To blink to stilt.
Look at me putting multiple of the same letter, even though I knew it was already wrong. You can tell who hasn't played Wordle.
All right,
Or at least
Rancho,
not a
you're
lot.
up. What do you go from?
My first word for the Wordle was words. Just words.
Wow.
You know, just to stay topical, obviously, to Wordle.
Yep.
I don't like how the first one's topical.
And then The only letter I had correct from that was the S in words. So
Yep.
I put the S in the beginning, and my second word was stick. And I got the
Oh.
first 3 letters correct. So it had to not be stick, obviously, by that logic. So the next word I put was stiff, because I was feeling pretty stiff. But then the next word I had after that, because I was wrong, was sting. So that's when things were like, okay, I'm just gonna have to think of every word that I know with sting, and I feel like I'm not gonna get it for a while, unless I get the next letter, or hopefully the next 2 correct. And then I got my second to last word was still, just still, and I got that wrong, and that really hurt my feelings, because I feel like I felt I was robbed. I was just missing one little thing. Just like my life, I'm always missing something. And then
Testosterone.
no, I was missing stilt. That's what I was missing. It was a fucking T, stilt.
Oh, my bad. Thought we were going somewhere else with that. Anyway.
That's how I got stilt.
Nice.
All
Well,
right.
Justin left, but probably
Let's talk
very
about
much least.
let's talk about this abomination.
You can see my like color spaghetti all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I can skip the first word if you want.
Hold on.
Well,
You know what?
let's
If
do
I
the letters.
remember you correctly, I'm pretty sure the first thing you said was, "I have a banger of a first word." So I want to hear this word that you said.
Well, it's not spelled banger.
Was it boner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Topical to the episode, I
Well,
guess.
what part of the?
What?
Oh, he's going back to thinking of
that's
May from Overwatch.
Yeah, he went back to Overwatch.
That's up to the audience to figure out. I'm
Audience
still on
looking
that
out.
gambling section from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
I did that and got nothing. So then I did lass just because it had an A and an S, because those are NT because those are all popular letters, and I got the L, the S, and the T. And then I did burst to kind of get more vowels.
Wait,
out of
what
the
was
way.
the second word? Lass?
Lass. So like LASTS. I put S twice.
Oh.
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 Okay.
Hard to carry over the phone. But and then I
Yeah.
did burst, so I can see if it was an ST conjunction, and then T ended up working. I couldn't think of anything else for the longest time, so y'all told me just to put random letters in and hopefully figure
Yeah.
something out. I knew T was at least confirmed, so I tried chime. That didn't get me anything but the I right in the middle. So then I did slide. I know E still didn't work, but I was stuck on the E's at the ends, and I was just wanting to get it over with.
Oh yeah,
I was
S
getting
and
pressured.
slide given to you by moi.
So I did. Oh yeah, and the S for helping me out, cause yeah, no, I was putting L or S in the beginning and just was trying to invent something. I kept going to slip over and over again. I kept when someone was slip, but slide's what I chose. And then y'all gave me the last hint of one of the letters ends up repeating, and yeah, no, I said I was gonna feel so dumb. I ended up doing tilts at first, and I realized I actually had all the letters messed up. And I was like, oh wait, I'm like, oh wait, it would actually be the other way around because the T is last. And so I just put still, stared at it for a little bit, and went, oh, that is a word.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what? We gotta take into account that he's a business major. I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my bad.
no.
I'm again. I like to draw, so I'm good at staying between the lines on that end. But I had a lot of practice, a lot of crayons eaten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
and,
goes to show.
it didn't
Lots of
translate to
games
words
played.
up there.
Yeah.
Wow, well,
Anyway, thank
that
you all
was
for listening
an
to.
excruciating end to the rib podcast.
Yes.
Hey, well, the edited version doesn't need to know that it was excruciatingly painful. Say it was overly positive and not at all terrible at the end there.
I have a gun in my mouth.
You know, there could be. There's a really small chance. Like every other episode that I like quote unquote haven't edited, I've had to like edit the intro and ending and like thumbnail and stuff. There's a chance that I just put this straight up as a video file. I don't even like put any intro. I don't do any AI generated art. No description. Just make sure that I get the thumbnail. That doesn't get you killed.
That can be the last thing I do. It's done. I can send it.
That works.
Rancho just looks like me with a mustache.
We're the same person.
Well, yeah. I mean, y'all are. When
Oh yeah,
when I
let's
sent me a
let's
picture, I
hear
was
it.
like, oh
Justin.
yes, two Mexican men.
Oh, you put
It's
ribs in
just
the background.
Isaiah
That's
with
cool.
the guy.
If you need, I can adjust as necessary, but because I still have the like rough version of it, I recycled an old asset of myself and changed a few things around, but then I just completely did y'all from scratch in a couple hours.
Oh no, my only thing would be make him 4 shades darker.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you make him 4 t-shirt sizes bigger? Do the same with his nose as well.
I'm dieting.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. And no more things. I don't want Justin to say anything more. We've heard enough. We've heard enough. Isaiah, do you have
I love how
any?
this is being carried into the episode too. I will just keep rambling forever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, don't let it say anything.
Isaiah, you want to close it out for me?
Yes, thank you for listening to another episode of the Ribs podcast. We are never having Justin as a guest ever again. He sucks.
Sorry to disappoint.
Agreed.
And hopefully next time we'll have something better. Someone better. So stay tuned.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.